rocking chair. His porch boards are rotten, he don't seem to care. And the lines on his face are a map to a life not so fair. And the gray in his hair is starting to get white. That happened last year when he lost his wife. And the little time he has left just keeps slipping by. By the hurt on that man's face, he's flat run out of trying. He flies a tattered rebel flag, he's just whipping in the wind. The race don't mean nothing, he's just tired of giving in. Giving everything that he's got for folks he don't know. He remembers back when this country was strong. A friend was somebody you could rely on. I do meant forever, till death do us part. That's how things should be. That's not how things are. And he wishes he could live back in the day. That's how he feels. You could shake a man's hand and his word was strong as steel. Now he can't even trust his own family. God knows that's not the way things ought to be. He left his legs and his brother on Omaha Beach. Still works every day for the things that he needs. Now there's more and more people lining up to get something for free. He flies a tattered rebel flag, he's just whipping in the wind. Race don't mean nothing, he's just tired of giving in. Giving everything that he's got for folks he don't know. He remembers back when this country was strong. A friend was somebody you could rely on. And I do meant forever, till death do us part. That's how things should be. That's not how things are. Flies a tattered rebel flag, it's just whipping in the wind. Race don't mean nothing, he's just tired of giving in.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
like a rusty old wagon. Tires are flattened, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime habit. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak. And I'm smiling cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The work weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst or two and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you.
Her name is Shayna G. That is called Hello Friday. It is our Friday anthem song on the Tim Kelly Show for New Music Friday, and that's where we're at right now. Welcome to the New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com, broadcasting from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and Bobby Chitwood kicking us off with a great tune called How Things Are in this live show tonight. He will be live with me next Wednesday on a live edition of Indie Wednesday on the Tim Kelly Show on September the 24th, and you'll get to hear the stories behind that song and a couple of more of his great songs as well. You're going to get to hear the stories behind a couple of great artists tonight. Taylor Joe is going to join me in the hour number one in the bottom half, and then in hour number two, my good friend from Canada, Chad Rivette, will be here with us, and we'll get some catching up done with him. I've interviewed him a few times, so it's going to be fun, and we'll play a brand new song of his tonight as well. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program. Great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, down to roadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, Hot and Funky Radio 957, hotandfunkyradio.com, KWradio.com. We are also now on Boone Country up there in Canada and Texas Brew TrueRadio.com down in Texas. On Saturday nights from 10 p.m. Central to midnight, you can catch the Tim Kelly Show live on 98.1 KOZX, thehaasfm.com. And thank you to Doug Driesel and all the fine folks over there for putting us on terrestrial radio. We appreciate it. Barefoot Cinderella is the brand new single out from my good friend Canyon Ogle. It is Kanyon, Canyon Ogle Music, and Barefoot Cinderella on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Her kiss is sweet as a fairy tale, like the best smoke I could inhale. Makes me want to remember every detail. Mama wants you home by midnight, but I want you out in the moonlight. And I know it just ain't right if you ain't by my side all night. I don't need a glass slipper to know you're meant for me. A perfect little southern backwoods beauty queen. Just the girl nobody sees, but I know it's gotta be a princess God made for this old fella. I guess you're just my barefoot Cinderella. I ain't Prince Charming, just a redneck kind of guy. And I know one thing's for certain, I want you for the rest of my life. I don't need no fairy godmother, you're as perfect as can be. And to my heart you hold the key forever. I don't need a glass slipper to know you're meant for me. A perfect little southern backwoods beauty queen. Just the girl nobody sees, but I know it's gotta be a princess God made for this old fella. I guess you're just my barefoot Cinderella. I don't need a glass slipper to know you're meant for me. A perfect little southern backwoods beauty queen. Just the girl nobody sees, but I know it's gotta be a princess God made for this old fella. I guess you're just my barefoot Cinderella.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Don't try to church me up. Don't try to put me down. Don't try to drive me out. No, turn my world around. I don't want you coming around here telling me how to spend my days. I'm tired of hearing you preaching about my evil ways. Don't talk about my bottle. Tell me about my beer. Don't like the things I'm doing. Stay away from here. Don't try to church me up. Don't try to put me down. Don't try to drive me out. No, turn my world around. See, I like my women sexy. A little dirt on my truck. Don't need no faith. Don't need no love. Don't try to church me Well, I've heard all the stories about how to live my life. Yeah, the things that I should do, just how to spend my time. They said, grow on up, man, settle down. This is how you become a man. Told me how to talk, how to walk, how to dress, and how to stand. But I like gravel on my roads, hey, I like spit and chew. Well, you don't have to worry too much going on, man. I got no time for you. Sunday, that's for football. Saturday, I'm at the bar. And Friday nights for fighting, man. I still got the scars. Monday, that's a recoup. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, till you take a look. You'll agree I got no time for you. I got no time for you.
They are making their radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. That is Trailer Park Country. Go follow them on social media, Facebook, and everywhere. I've invited a bunch of my friends to do that, and I appreciate you guys for doing it. Trailer Park Country and a great tune called Church Me Up. That is a rockin' country song right there. Dennis from Trailer Park Country is hanging out with us over on YouTube. I'm live over there at KICR Indie Country Radio on YouTube. I'm also live on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air, and I'm live on my Facebook account as well. We're going to have breakfast with Dennis and his lovely wife tomorrow morning and in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. So we'll take some pictures and post those to our social media as well, and we'll have a good time getting to really hear the stories behind these great songs, and we look forward to hearing more and playing more of Trailer Park Country. Go check them out. They are fantastic. This next artist from Texas is also fantastic. He's got a brand new single out to radio, and we recently did a radio interview. You can check out the replay of it on my website in the Tim Kelly Show Interview Archives tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. His name is Dan Wesley White. This is called Love is a Four-Letter Word. I had no idea until he made this song. And it was co-written by my good friend Sherry Swartz as well. Here it is on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Easy now. I need my time, girl. Just slow it down. We don't need to be in such a rush. If she kept on pushing, all she'd see is my dust. Love is a four-letter word I couldn't say till you came along my way. Said a whole lot of other four-letter words, but love is one no one ever heard. I said I like you, I want you, you're my babe. I need you, you're cool, you rule my world. You're cute, hot with a double T. Love is a word no one ever heard. I can't get enough, scoot a little closer. I wanna kiss you, hold you a little longer. What in the world have you done to me, girl? To be honest, you've become my whole world. Oh, love is a four-letter word I couldn't say till you came along my way. Said a whole lot of other four-letter words, but love is one no one ever heard. I said I like you, I want you, you're my babe. I need you, you're cool, you rule my world. You're cute, hot with a double T. Love is the word no one ever heard. My life is taking a dramatic turn. The sparks between us are really starting to burn. 'Cause I like you, I want you, you're my babe. I need you, you're cool, you rule my world. You're cute, hot with a double T. Look at what you've gone and done to me. Girl, I'm so in love with you.
is Beverly Brown Sims, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
Here we go. Running on empty and a hand-me-down Fort Fair Lane. Driving with the windows down in the pouring rain. Asbestos riding shotgun, singing off key to some Bob Dylan. That's my kind of cool. Yeah, my kind of cool. There's nothing like a simple life, a simple rules. It's the kind of high that money can't buy, like a Sunday afternoon. That's my kind of cool. Give me the beach with the sand creeping through my toes. All the southern sound that comes from muscle shoals. Nothing like a summer breeze hanging out with my grandpa and me. That's my kind of cool. Yeah, my kind of cool. There's nothing like a simple life with simple rules. Oh, it's the kind of high, yeah, money can't buy, like a Sunday afternoon. That's my kind of cool. Oh, like a melody. Oh, sung in harmony. That's my kind of cool. That's my kind of cool. There's nothing like a simple life with simple rules. Oh, it's the kind of high that money can't buy, like a Sunday afternoon. That's my kind of cool. Yeah, my kind of cool.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music on this Friday night, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight as well. You get to hear the stories behind these next three songs with my good friend Taylor Joe. How are you, my friend?
I'm hanging in there. How are you?
Hey, I am too. I might need a little more rope, though. Can you help me out?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, I appreciate it. I've been looking forward to this interview. Your music is fantastic, and I've got 6 of your songs. We had a hard time picking out 3, but we got it done, didn't we?
Yeah, and all my songs are different to me, like genre-wise. They all sound different, so it's kind of hard to pick between stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you see how hard my job is now. I do this show on Thursday nights called Triple Play Thursday, and I try to pick 3 in a row from the artist. And I like to showcase a good versatility of different songs, maybe a fast song, a great ballad, a storytelling song. You guys make it all. So you're super talented as well.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's nice to be somewhere other than home on the radio.
Yeah, absolutely. We're putting you out to about 12 other radio stations around the country and around the world because I truly believe country music is universal, and that is nice when a station takes on this show as well. So we're putting you in Belgium and Germany and Colorado and Sweden, all over the place.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I really appreciate the offer to do the interview as well.
You're welcome. You're from a town called Neffs. It's Neffs, Ohio. I had never heard of that town before. So is it a small town or what?
It is tiny.
Tiny.
We have no red lights.
Wow.
We have one school inside the like, it's not even a city. We call it the metropolis of Neffs is how we say it, because it's not even considered a village anymore. But we have maybe like 800 people when all the dogs are home. It's about,
Wow.
yeah, it's really, you blink and you miss it.
Yeah.
And I used to have a pet pig, if that tells you anything.
Wow. A pet pig.
Yeah, his name was Bocephus.
Bocephus, I love it. That's all right. Hey, I'm a ham myself pretty much most of the time. Yep, I love that. And country music is not all that you do. You are also a nurse at a hospital there, right?
Yes, sir. I do kids psych, and I also work home health.
Okay, that is awesome. So you have a passion for helping other people, and I don't know if you realize this or not, but music helps as many, if not more, people than what your job does. I've talked to people that are even in law enforcement or have been law enforcement officers, and they do country music. And when you're on those stages, you're helping so many people. You just never even realize that, probably.
Yeah, I actually created a TikTok channel where I just take requests.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like mental health based, just kind of like everybody's welcome. You know, if you feel like an outcast, pretty much just whoever wants to be in there and request a song, I just let them come in, request, and hang out, and they meet new friends, and we talk about all kinds of things.
That is awesome. I don't even know how we connected. I can't remember, but I've had this show going on 14 years now. And so it just happens. If you stay in this thing long enough, you're going to meet somebody that's going to love your music. They're going to have your back. They're going to want to promote you. They're going to want to work with you, maybe sing with you, write with you, do a duet with you. It just happens, doesn't it?
It does just happen. I think I sent you an email. I've probably sent hundreds of emails since I put the album out.
Yeah.
Just trying to get out there, trying to push it out there a little bit. And it's not even so much about like wanting to be famous. It's just wanting people to hear my songs and to feel like, oh, hey, I've been there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that I can relate to this.
I love that. And I'm that same way. One of the hardest things to do is to promote yourself. This show has never been about me, even though I've got my name on it. It's about the music and the artist and the stories behind the songs. And that's why I love doing the interviews like we're doing tonight. But it is hard to promote yourself, isn't it? That's one of the hardest things for me.
Absolutely. I'm a very humble person when it comes to my vocals and stuff. So people are like, you just don't know how good you are, do you? And I'm just like, I'm okay. There's always somebody better. But after I put the album out, I don't know what happened. I just was like, I can do this. I can promote myself. I've been singing since I could talk, basically. Yeah. But I started in church and then I started in bars and restaurants and festivals when I was about 14. Wow. So I've been doing this for a while. I'm going to be 31 on the 26th. So.
Wow, isn't that something? A young person, and you're young. You're half my age, but you still are a veteran in this business. You've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. You've probably dealt with all of it, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you're still doing it because it's a love when you do this. It's a passion, isn't it? Just like I am for radio and wanting to be on the radio. I appreciate that people want to be on this program. I must be doing something right because I'm booked into February of 2026 for interviews already. So.
Oh my. Yeah, we appreciate people like you though.
Especially
as an independent artist. It's just really nice to have somebody be like, okay, yeah, you're not signed, you're kind of brand new at this. We'll take you on and we'll, push it out to our people and see what happens.
Right.
It's just really nice to have people like you in the world that are willing to give us a chance.
Yeah.
Even though we don't have the big name.
Well, and me either, I put my show out to other radio stations. A lot of times I don't hear back, so it's kind of crickets on my end too. And people don't realize that, so it's hard to get it out there. And I realize how hard it is. And I love helping people just like you do in more ways than one and in facets of life. So I appreciate that we connected. You're awesome.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Hey, let's take that trip back in time and let's go back to when you were 14 and you grew up singing. You've been singing your whole life, you said. Was it always country music for you, or how did country music resonate with you?
I sing a little bit of everything, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Even on my TikTok channel, when I get to 100,000 likes on there, I'll do a rap song. But I mostly people like to hear my voice with country. I have this yodel to it that just kind of is very distinct when it comes to country music. It's almost like that Leanne Rimes sound of I don't even know how to, it's like a cry almost.
Yeah.
But that's mainly my genres, like the country, Americana, folk. But I mean, I do a little bit of everything. I love like Adele. I like to do just like the bluesy stuff too. I just like soul. I like the feeling.
That is awesome. I had about 4 weeks ago this young lady from Nashville on my show. Her name is Francelle. She's kind of a big deal. She does about 300 shows a year, and she said the same thing. Leanne Rimes, back in the 90s, when she was 13, she did Blue, and I was listening to that in country radio because at 90s country is what got me into country radio to begin with.
Yeah.
But she does this yodeling thing, and so she yodeled for us live on the air. And I'm not going to ask you to do it tonight, but if you want to bust out a yodel, you can. So.
I mean, I can actually do a little piece of Blue if you want.
Okay, do it.
All right. Oh, so lonesome for you. Why can't you be blue over me?
Oh my goodness, that is amazing! Thank you for doing that, Taylor Jones. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
That's one of my favorite songs to sing.
Oh,
that
man, I
and
love
Bobby
that.
McGee.
We got a young lady here from Missouri that's not too far from where I'm at. Ruby Lee. You may have seen her on NBC's The Voice. She was on Team Reba when Reba first took the spot that Blake Shelton gave up after 23 seasons on The Voice. And she can do that kind of yodeling too. She's an amazing young lady.
Yeah, I love it. My sister actually moved out I don't even think she ever moved back in. I started singing Cowboy Sweetheart.
Uh-huh.
And the Leanne Rimes version. And, she hated it because I was just like, look what I can do. Look what I can do. And I was like calling everyone and just kept yodeling. And she was just like, I can't take this.
Yeah. Yep. Now, who as a female maybe has influenced you in the world of country music? Because there's a lot of good ones out there right now. Lainey Wilson, Ashley McBride, a bunch of them.
Mine are mostly like the 90s. Leanne Rimes is a big one for me just because we have similar sounds.
Right.
But I also like Patti Loveless, Mindy McCready. I like kind of the ones that some of them were really popular back in the day, but some of them were just not. They only had like one or two songs that people really knew about.
Yeah.
But and if I had to talk today's country music, I love Ella Langley. She's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we're not talking country, Alanis Morissette.
Okay.
And just Adele. I just like a lot of different sounds.
Yep, you're like me. I started DJing in the 80s, and I love that genre of music. You know, I don't think that music will ever die. I still listen to a light rock station here where we live just north of Branson in Springfield, Missouri all the time just to relive that 80s music. And I love it so much, I put the big 80s on my website so you can listen to all that 80s music. And then underneath it, there's a bunch of banners for all of those TV shows like Different Strokes and Facts of Life and Miami Vice that we used to watch back in the day. So that's a little before your time, but you probably have resonated with some of that too.
I have an old soul. When you're talking about who I feel like I can relate to or has kind of been a mentor to me, I love old country, Patsy Cline, all the Lori Morgan, I just like a little bit of everything. So I have a very old soul for 30.
You know, when I've got an old soul and an old body, because when I see people that it says former teen actor, they were like Fonzie from Happy Days who just turned 79, those kind of people,
Right.
You want to feel old, man. Look at some of that stuff from back in the day. So that's awesome. Isn't that something though? We talk about that 90s country and even beyond, and Patsy Cline been gone longer than you've probably been alive and still has that impact on people and music.
Absolutely. And I don't think it'll ever go away.
No, I don't think so either. In fact, I just had an interview a few months ago with Gail Bliss. She was on Team Snoop Dogg of NBC's The Voice. She's the oldest contestant The Voice has ever had. She's 61 years old. And I didn't know it, but when we set up the interview, she did a Patsy Cline tribute show here in Branson, Missouri, where I'm at, back in the 90s.
Oh.
So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, and boy, you talk about somebody that can sing too. I didn't have her yodel like I did you here a minute ago, but she could probably pull it off too.
Probably.
You know, and isn't that something I believe, and I'm sure you do too, is that age is just a number. Young, old, it doesn't matter. Talent's talent. If you can sing, keep doing it, huh?
I agree.
Yep. And so you've been doing it for a while. Now, did you always want to be out on a stage in front of folks and performing when you were younger, too?
I mean, I've always loved singing. I used to get really nervous when I would sing in front of people. For the longest time, I would just twirl like the microphone cord or like pull on like whatever like clothing I had on and just stare at the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then one year I was 16, and I'll never forget this. I sang at Jamboree in the Hills, which is a big festival that we have here in Ohio. It's no longer around, unfortunately, but it was just a big country music festival. And I sang out there. I sang on side stage. And my music wouldn't work at first because I was just singing with a backing track. And I was like, what do I do? There's thousands of people watching me right now. And then I was just like, I looked at my dad and I was like, well, if it doesn't work, I'll just do it a cappella, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And then my music started working. And like ever since then, I've never got nervous.
Wow. Yeah.
Unless I'm singing the national anthem.
Yeah. Well, that's true, and people are really listening for that, and how you're going to do that justice. And I love that. And that's great that you do that too. But yeah, that's the thing. If you've overcome that stage fright, that is a big deal because, small venues, especially sometimes can be even more difficult, huh? Because the folks are right there in front of you.
I would rather sing to thousands of people than sing to like a couple people in front of me and know that every single one of them are looking at me.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what's really cool too is you've got a lot of great original music, and when folks know the original songs and they're singing along with you word for word, or they're requesting in your live shows or requesting it to be played on the radio, that's a great feeling too, isn't it?
Absolutely. I just get excited, especially if I'm playing out with my band. I like people just even dancing to my music. I'm like, oh, okay, so it is good. Like they actually are getting into it. They're feeling the music. And then let alone if they start singing it, like my friends, I never thought like I'd be riding in a car with my friends and they'd turn my music on to jam out to and be singing every word to it.
Yeah. That is awesome. Now let's talk about that. Something that I love talking about is songwriting and how this original music comes about. Because, I'm looking at the first song we're going to play for you tonight, Allie's song, 4 minutes and 12 seconds. I'm amazed by how you guys write, produce, put this whole thing together and, and do all of that behind the scenes stuff and put it together in 4 or 5 minutes. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the first song I ever completely wrote and like did the chords and everything myself. My best friend, she got diagnosed with leukemia the day after we graduated high school. This was 2012.
Mm-hmm.
She passed away in 2013. If you look on the album, Allie's song, Allie's version is like more towards leukemia, where I was writing home from the studio. I recorded at Tony's Treasures in Cadiz, Ohio.
Uh-huh.
And I was writing him from the studio, and I was like, it'd be really nice if I could like make that more broad range. So I tweaked a couple words in it, and now it's like could be used for pretty much any battle anybody's facing.
Wow. I love that, and that's why I love doing these interviews. I'm telling you, it's the stories behind the songs because I got both versions. I got one that said Allie's version and then one that said Taylor's version. So I figured that was your version and I picked that one to play on the radio. But yeah, that's an awesome story. And our condolences go out to you. And I'm sorry about the loss of your friend. And in fact, my grandma actually got leukemia before she passed away too. So.
Yeah, I went upstairs that day, and I just started playing the only 3 or 4 chords that I knew, and I was like, oh, this will work, and then it just kind of came.
Wow, that is awesome. And so, we'll play that here in just a second, but now, you've been singing for 17 years. Now, do you go out every weekend and perform shows, or you got some weekends off? Do you do acoustic, full band shows, or maybe both, or what?
I do a little bit of everything, mainly full band shows right now. I do have a 3-piece that like plays with a beat buddy in case there's like venues that doesn't have room for like the drums and everything, or they don't want that loud effect of the drums.
Mm-hmm.
We just started doing that more recently, but I've done acoustic. I play, last year alone, we played probably at least 200, if not more shows.
Oh, nice.
This year, I've kind of backed off a little bit. I was kind of getting burnt out with it, and it's I love it. It's my passion, and I didn't want to lose that aspect of it, so this year I kind of backed off a little bit, but we're at our busy season now that it's nicer outside, but not too hot, not too cold. It's kind of we're in that mid-season, so
Mm-hmm.
I have shows booked for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks.
Okay.
I used to play every like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it just got to be a lot for me.
Yeah. Yep.
So now I've kind of given myself a little bit of break and gave myself some time to be 30 and go do things that I wanted to do and not only be the entertainment, but be able to go be entertained.
Right. I love that. And that is a lot of shows. But let's give a big shout out to the other members of your band then, since you do have some other folks, and how you kind of got together as a band.
Yeah, I was singing with backing tracks at a like little like cafe, coffee shop type place. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, we're looking for a lead singer to our band." And I was probably about, I think, 17. I was like, this is kind of creepy. Like, is this legit or is this guy just being weird? Because you never know. But I ended up giving it a chance. Like, Dad went with me to the first practice and stuff. And that's where I met my drummer. His name's Bruce Cooey.
Uh-huh.
And so I played with that band for a while. They were called New Silver Eagle. And then it just kind of, they weren't wanting to do anything kind of new. And I just kind of felt like I needed a little bit more control over what was happening because it wasn't really my band per se. So my drummer knew, who is now my bass player, his name is Jeff Higgins. And he knew the guitar player, Gary Thompson. So that's what makes up our band. And then the three-piece is me and Gary, and then Gary knew Les Alderman. He's our bass player for the three-piece.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So, yeah, it's just kind of who knows who. And
Yep. That's kind of how it happens in music and in life in general if you want to be successful. Who knows who, and they all willing to help you out. I love that.
yeah, and I always say it's me and my old man band. And it's so
There you
much better to have older musicians than to have them my age because it was so much drama when I tried to put something together
Oh,
with
yeah. Yep.
people my age.
Well, we're glad you're here with us tonight. We're going to play Taylor's version of Allie's song, and then we're going to come back and talk about another couple of songs that you've got out to radio right now when we continue on the Tim Kelly Show with Allie, with Taylor Joe. There you go. On the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I won't give up if you won't give up. Keep up the fight. I'll stay strong. If you stay strong, you're gonna be alright.
Her name is Taylor Joe. That is called Allie's Song. You just heard the story behind it, and what a fantastic song. I love that one, and they're going to love your other two we're going to play for you tonight as well.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, good job on that. You can definitely sing. You done showed us that with the blue version, Leanne Rhymes and all of that. You can definitely sing.
I appreciate that.
So that brings up this question, and you've been singing since you were a young person, but at what point did you know that you had that voice, that you wanted to use that talent to do something in the world of music? Was it at 14 or maybe even earlier or later?
So I was in first grade, and that's when I kind of found out that I could sing. My music teacher was talking to my parents, and she was like, "Man, she can really sing."
Uh-huh.
And they're like, "Yeah, we know. Like, she sings in the house all the time." And she was like, "No, like, she could like do something with this."
Yeah.
And I never really didn't think anything of it. And then like once I realized when I was probably about 14, I realized I can like start making money doing it, and it's something that I love. And I was like, "Oh man, like I've been missing out." So I kind of started doing that, and we kind of getting in. I know we living out of a change jar is later in the show, but I grew up poor. My family was not very well loved, so I would like sing in the bars and like help my parents pay bills, and like it just kind of was a thing. So I was like, okay, I gotta get another gig, and then now it's just my passion. I mean, it's just something that I don't think I could go without doing.
Absolutely.
It's like my release.
And, you know, that's what I love about doing this show, too. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I don't talk about that, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. We see every bit of it. But I use this show as a 3-hour escape from all of that, where people can come in here, and I told you off the air, you know, all the different formats that you can find the show and where you can listen. And they come into all these chat rooms, and we just have good discussions, and we get to know each other through country music. And people are collaborating together. They're writing songs. They're going, man, I love her. I love his style. I love that writing, you know, the writing style, whatever. I want to co-write with that person or do a duet.
Right.
And that's what's happening. And this year, especially, it's just like nothing I've ever seen. So I love doing that and being a small part of bringing all of you guys together.
Well, we appreciate you being a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk about that song, Living Out of a Change Jar, in a minute. It's going to be the one that kicks off the top of the next hour. But What Do You Want From Me is the title of the next song. How did this song come about?
So this is about obviously a significant other, but it was more of like a situationship. We didn't actually like have the title. We were on and off for years between us both having relationships, and then we would kind of get back together and fall apart, and get back together and fall apart. And then eventually he was like, "Oh, I want to be serious. I want to be serious. Let's do this." And then I found out that he was still talking to his ex, and like it was still a thing. So it just kind of turned into a song, because my songs are all personal experiences. Every single one on the album is a personal experience that I've had, and it just kind of is a lot easier. That's my escape. That's my way to kind of get my feelings out there.
I love that, you know, and I talk about that all the time. You can put your heart and your soul not only into your music, but it is in your music. It's in the lyrics, and people can resonate with that, and they can, especially in those small crowds that we talked about, you see them right there in front of you. You know, they might be tearing up to hear an Allie's song or something like that, you know, that really resonates with folks. You just never know who's out there listening that's going to benefit.
Right, and it took me a long time to play Allie's song in public, because I even had a hard time, like, getting through it without having like the tears. And so it took me probably every bit of maybe like 6 to 6, maybe even 8 years to be able to play that out in public.
Wow, isn't that something?
Yeah.
You know, and I've heard that about songs just in general. Somebody would be like, "Hey, I wrote that 8, 9 years ago. I wrote that back in the 90s, and I just released it," you know, and now I wished I would have put that out there a long time ago, because it's just blowing up, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So Rockin' the Moon to Sleep, that's how that was. I started writing that in 2015. I didn't finish it until like 2022, I believe. I had like the first verse and the chorus, and that was all. I just had like this writer's block with it, and then eventually I was just laying in bed one night, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is where I wanted to go."
That's wild. You know, I'm laying in bed too, and I'm using social media, and I'm scrolling through TikTok, and I have found several artists that I haven't heard of. And I've reached out to them. One young lady, she's going to Belmont University now in Nashville. She was 19 when she recorded her debut single. And I found her on TikTok, and it was like a 30-minute clip of the song. So I go check her out on YouTube, and I hear the whole song, and I reach out to her, tell her who I am. And radio people don't reach out to artists, you know, generally. But
Right.
I do that, and so we've had 2 interviews since that first time, just scrolling through TikTok, and I'm laying there in bed doing it.
That's awesome.
So, yep. And I've got 2 other people helping me now to find artists like you. I know that you know this too. There's so much untapped talent out there that has yet to be discovered that the world needs to hear, don't they?
Absolutely, especially TikTok. I mean, TikTok has so many, like, it's just, there's so many good artists on there that nobody knows who they are.
Yeah.
And it's just all about who you know. And I've just been pushing and pushing and pushing my music to try to, like, get it just somewhere.
Yeah. You kind of alluded to this song we're going to play for the top of the next hour, Living Out of a Change Jar. Jason Aldean kind of said something similar in lyrics. You know, you live out of the tips of a pickle jar, and that's exactly what you do in country music, and you probably still are doing it. But what is Taylor Joe's dream gig? An artist that you would like to either open for that you haven't, or maybe an artist that you would like to do a duet with? Who might be some big names we might know?
Ella Langley, definitely. I love Lainey Wilson too. I just like her. She just
Yeah.
has this style about her. And then duet wise, probably I really like Riley Green.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah, I like Riley Green. Him and Ella Langley's song that they have together is really good.
Uh-huh. Yep, I have heard it. I think they were on the Today Show or something like that I watched, and they performed it. But, yeah, I'm not sure. But, yeah, that's awesome. And, you know, that's the thing that a lot of people are listening for in your voice that listen to this show. They're like, oh, I like her style, or I love her voice. I can see myself doing a duet with her or something like that. So that'd be cool. And that's why I want to play you on the radio, because you are fantastic.
I appreciate that, and I'm open if anybody wants to write or even do a duet, anything like that. I'm open for anything.
Yeah.
I love collaborating with artists, whether they're well known or not.
Yep, absolutely. You know, and I believe this too, and that's why I do these interviews. There used to be a show on Steve Hartman is the guy that used to do it all the time. It was on CBS, and the title of his show was Everybody Has a Story. And your story about living out of a change jar, you said you grew up poor, so tell us about that and how that song came about out of it.
So it all kind of started when I was about 9 years old. We lost our house in a flood from hurricane. I believe it was either Katrina or Ivan. I think it was Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
But we had lost like everything. The whole house gone.
Wow.
But we really, my dad was like trying to work and keep everything afloat, and we actually lived in the house after like it had flooded and everything. We were living in it, and it was definitely not good conditions, but we lived in it until we could get somewhere else. So we actually moved across the street. But so that's kind of where it started, and then like it just kind of seemed like it was like robbing Peter to pay Paul, and then just you know, it just kept going. I mean, we had nights where I remember like just like not having electricity, and we just made it work. I mean, we helped each other out. And my parents never really expected me to do that, but that's just the way my heart works. I was just like, well, if I can help them, I mean, this helps me too. And so we just kind of, a lot of fried potatoes and eggs, and just a lot of work, hard work.
Yeah, isn't that something? I never told you this, of course, because we've never talked, but I was in that Joplin, Missouri F5 tornado back in 2011. Me and my brother survived in his bathroom, and why I got to see devastation like that in a town that I was born 9 miles from Joplin, so basically grew up around that area, and why I got to see that, I'll never know, but it just makes you a stronger person, and you're like, it can't ever get any worse than that, you know, for folks. And, you know, unfortunately, 161 people lost their lives that day in that tornado. But I was one of those lucky ones that got to survive it. And, you know, and every year I relive it. You know, it takes you back to, you know, that day on May the 22nd that I'll never forget. But,
absolutely.
But at that point, you know, I came to Branson about 9 months later, and my brother says, "Why don't you start doing something here with the radio show that you want to do?" And it was born out of that, because Branson is what they call the live show capital of the world. This little town, you talk about your town being small, Branson is too. You would never think that the population here is just 10,000. But 8 to 9 million people come here a year for tourism and to see these shows and do all this fun stuff around here.
Absolutely. And it's kind of like once you've been through things like that, I mean, now I look at it, I work hard. I have multiple jobs. I always want to help other people. Like, it's the way that I was born and bred, is just to be a wholehearted person. And it's all, like you said, like, it doesn't get any worse than this. Like, it cannot get any worse than I've already been through. And I just love helping other people that have been through similar situations, or even just a different situation, just because I knew what it was like to have nothing.
You are a great artist and a great person, Taylor Joe. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate the time. And I'm going to ask you where folks can find you on social media, but particularly your website. I love the play on words on this website. So tell us where we can find you.
So my website is Neffin, Neffin, Joe.com. And that came obviously from me living in Neffs. My TikTok is probably my next biggest, and it's Tay La 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 Sings. Okay. I do live shows every once in a while when I'm not at work, and everybody's invited, and it's just kind of a safe space for anybody. And then I also have Facebook. I have my personal one, Taylor Joe Porter, and then I have my band one, Taylor Joe and the Copper Creek Band. And then I just started a YouTube page, but I don't have any videos on it, but it's also Tay La 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 Sings, and so is my Instagram. So usually if you type that in, you can find me anywhere.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you found me and we found each other. You've been fantastic to talk to. And when you come up with something new that you want to talk about, or we can book another interview and talk about the other 3 songs that we're not playing tonight, we can do that as well. Love to have you back on. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much, and I appreciate just you doing this for me and just being a part of my journey. I just really am wholeheartedly I'm so happy about it. Well, I appreciate it. I thank you for being here tonight, and we'll keep watching that journey. You're a star in the making, I do believe. I hope so. I'm trying. All right. What do you want from me? And Living Out of a Change Jar coming up right now on the Tim Kelly Show from Taylor Joe on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Well, I'm a redneck angel in a dollar store dress. Had my first big gig in my teens. Fritos, bar and Nevs. Hurry up and do your homework. My mama always said, make it quick, don't forget your list. That pounded in my head, you see, I never grew up spoiled. I've worked for all I have, and I cherish all the moments, whether good or bad. But if there is just one memory I will never forget, it was searching for some points to turn in. Living out every teen star, got Nashville on my mind. Praying that I move on, I leave this town behind. But I won't forget where I came from, 'cause these people are my life. Running my tab up at the bar, living out a teen star. We'd search the house for quarters, every nickel, penny, and dime. Search the cushions in every vehicle we had at the time. All we needed was to make it till payday. Maybe get some thanks for dinner, nothing gourmet. I remember when we lost our house in the flood of '04. We played Yahtzee on a piece of drywall. No walls, but still weren't poor. Oh, we sure did lose a lot that year, but we never lost our shine. I wanna thank our school street neighbors for helping us when times were near. Living out every teen star, really made it at the time. Taking our coins to Coinstar, make a base of now much we find. But I wouldn't trade one moment, growing up no doubt. Searching every place in and out of house. Living out of a teen star, and nothing much has changed. We still fill our coffee cans and get nervous when it rains. Oh, but here I am at Fritos after work, drinking on a tab. I thank the Fritos, my sister, my mom, and dad. Yeah, I'm thankful for all the friends and family we've had. Living out a teen star. Thank God we made it this far. Still have my voice in this guitar. Living out of a teen
Name is Taylor Joe, and she is fantastic. What a great radio interview, and she did some yodeling for us too. And she loves LeAnn Rimes and Blue, and boy, I grew up listening to that back in the '90s. That was some good stuff right there. Good stuff tonight on the radio from Taylor Joe Porter. If you want to go check her out, also on social media over there as well. I am live on TikTok right now at Tim Kelly on Air. I'm live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm live on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Scroll down just a little bit and you'll see me live on YouTube. I embedded the live stream over there as well, and you can check out the recording if you are just now getting tuned into hour number 2 if you missed the Taylor Joe interview, because that one is also going to go into the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is also on my website. Check that out. There's a lot of great interviews in there, and I've got more coming. The full live interview schedule is at the bottom of the homepage of the website. And in hour number 2, I've got my good friend Chad Yvette from Canada is going to join us in the program, so stick around. We got lots more to go. Shadow Creek is live with us right now on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air, and Shadow Creek Music is where you can find them on social media. This is called Half Love on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I've seen the fire fade when the nights turn cold. Too many hearts have packed up and gone. I'm not here for a spark that dies with the dawn. I want a hand to hold when the hard times come on. Don't say sweet words you don't mean to keep. Don't wake my heart just to let it sleep. I'm not here for a half love. I need the whole thing. A steady heartbeat through the storm and the rain. If you can't stand beside me when the nights get rough, then boy, you're not the one. I'm not here for a half love. I've danced in the neon, I've heard the lies, but a true man stays when the tears fill my eyes. It's more than a kiss in a truck bed light. It's fighting for each other in the middle of the fight. Don't promise forever if you won't stay near. I need someone who will still be here. I'm not here for a half love. I need the whole thing. A steady heartbeat through the storm and the rain. If you can't stand beside me when the nights get rough, then boy, you're not the one. I'm not here for a half love. I wanna vow you will never break a love worth every risk we take. I'm not here for a half love. I need the whole thing. A steady heartbeat through the storm and the rain. If you can't stand beside me when the nights get rough, then boy, you're not the one. I'm not here for a half love. No, I'm not here for a half love. I'm here for the real thing.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here.
Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Home. I got 11:45 on my pocket watch. I'm chugging down some beers. I guess I should have called to tell her I can't find my way out of here. Rack 'em up, boys, we'll shoot 'em down as the band plays one more set. They may be playing, he'll have to go, but I ain't ready yet. I'm gonna two-step by the jukebox, go waltzing past the neon sign. Hey, I don't need to leave till midnight, but I may stay to closing time. Shelley said she loved me when I walked out the door. That was 8 o'clock, now it's 3:45. It's time to face the music, get home and stumble out of here. If I could bring the band home, They might help me get through it. We could rock her back to sleep with a soothing old lullaby. If I could bring the band home, they could play her favorite song. A little candlelight, a bottle of wine. I'd love her till the cows come home. Well, time really flies when you're out with your friends. When the music's playing, the fun never ends. I got a woman at home, waiting where I should have been. We've been painting the moon, hanging the town. The clock is ticking and it's a winding down. It's time to face music at home and stumble out of here. If I could bring the band home, they might help me get through it. We could rock her back to sleep with a soothing old lullaby.
Who are these people with guitars?
If I could bring the band home, they could play her favorite song. A little candlelight, a bottle of wine. I'd love her till the cows come home.
Put those candles out and tell them to
A
leave.
little candlelight, a bottle of wine. I'd love her till the cows come home.
I don't want any wine.
A little candlelight, a bottle of wine. I'd love her till the cows come home.
You fool, it's 4 in the morning, let's go to bed. He's laughing at me.
He is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. Dan Lewis B is who that is. If I Could Bring the Band Home. I love that song. And he's got some other great ones he's getting ready to go and record. And he's going to send them to me. And we're going to put him on Triple Play Thursday. And we're going to do that show tomorrow night. I know it's going to be Saturday. And I'm going to be saying Triple Play Thursday a lot. But tune in tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Central Time. And everybody on the show gets played 3 times in a row. And I'll have a couple of great radio interviews in that show as well. This next artist is hanging out live with us on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air right now. Come in and say hello to Jeremy Staves. This is Cowboys Cry on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
People say they've never seen a cowboy shed a tear. And even if they hurt inside, they will hide all their pride. And with hearts of stone, they won't let you see them break. They'd rather walk away and be alone for the whole day. And cowboys cry at the bottom of a bottle. Cowboys cry as they're riding towards the sun. And cowboys cry in the middle of the night when no one's watching. We cry when we're talking to the sky, asking God to guide us through this life. I had to put an old dog down that was my closest friend. I had a horse that broke its leg. I dug a hole to put him in. You try to bury all the memories that you shared with them. Now every now and then the thoughts come back again. Cowboys cry at the bottom of the bottle. Cowboys cry That's how you know when cowboys cry. So if you see a cowboy gazing far and wide, know that even strong hearts have a softer side. And in the silence of that western sky is where the cowboys hide when they cry. Cowboys cry when the moon hangs low. Subtle tears that the fields and the mountains won't show. And behind the shadows of a worn out hat, the stillness of the night is where their hearts are at. The cowboys cry at the bottom of the bottle. The cowboys cry as they're riding towards the sun. The cowboys cry in the middle of the night when no one's watching. We cry when we're talking to the sky, asking God to guide us through this life. Please, God, guide us through this life.
You are listening to The Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
He was tough as nails for 83. Had a wrinkled brow and rosy cheeks. He smelled like diesel and his hands bled from the calluses that his hard work left. He was a Ford man, didn't drive a John Deere. Said if I could fit in the seat, then I could steer. He would tell me stories about the way things were, when a handshake meant you were keeping your word. He had an old pocket watch in his front pocket. Oh, I'd do anything I could to stop the hands on it, so he could give me whisker kisses, teach me how to fish, and let me be the one to throw them back. We could rock on the back porch swing, listen to wind chimes sing, and watch the train roll down those winding tracks. Spend a little more time with him, so I could watch my grandpa live. He lived along Indian Hollow Road, took pride in everything he owned. Every penny saved went to his family. Taught me things you want in life sure ain't free. He would give me whisker kisses, teach me how to fish, and let me be the one to throw them back. We would rock on the back porch swing, listen to wind chimes sing, and watch the train roll down those winding tracks. Spend a little more time with him, so I could watch my grandpa live. watch him live. His softened eyes tell me more than I can comprehend. I swear he held the world in his rough and weathered hands. Wish that I could have one more chance to feel his whisker kisses. Teach me how to fish and let me be the one thrown back. We could rock on the back porch and listen to wind chimes sing and watch the train roll down those winding tracks. Spend a little more time with him so I can watch my grandpa live. Oh, I can watch my grandpa live. I could watch my grandpa live.
She is my good friend Anna Scott. Anna Scott Music is where you can find her on social media. Her latest single out to radio right there. It is called Whisker Kisses. I told her my grandpa used to rub his whiskers on us when we were kids just to be ornery, and that's just the kind of guy he was. But great song there, Whisker Kisses, Anna Scott. Go get you that one, and go get some of her merch. She sent me a really cool t-shirt, and I've been showing it over here on the TikTok Live, and everybody on Facebook saw it earlier, and YouTube. She's got some great looking merch, and she's got some great music as well. This next artist, of course, is making great music, one hit song after another. He's hanging out with us on Facebook, and he has been in TikTok Live a bunch. His name is Mike Corrales. He is from Texas, and this is called Is She Coming Back on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Leaving, just needed some space. Drove down the road with tears on her face. Said we'll work it out when the time feels right. But the quiet in this room cuts deep tonight. 4 days gone, I can't sleep at all. Staring at the phone, waiting on her call. How far does a goodbye go? Is it just down the street at a friend's front door, or 1,000 miles where I can't reach no more? If there's a map for losing hope, Lord, I need to know. Is she coming back, or is this the end of the road? How far does a goodbye go? Her picture still sitting on the nightstand frame. Every song on the jukebox plays her name. Was she driving away just to clear her mind? Or did forever end when she crossed that line? Every mile she drives, I feel it burn, praying somehow she's gonna return. How far does a goodbye go? Is it just down the street at a friend's front door, or 1,000 miles where I can't reach no more? If there's a map for losing hope, Lord, I need to know. Is she coming back, or is this the end of the road? How far does a goodbye go? Maybe she's searching for something I missed, or maybe goodbye is as real as it is. If love's still alive, she'll find her way. If it's over for good, there's nothing to say. How far does a goodbye go? Is it just down the street or forever closed? If there's a map for losing hope, Lord, I need to know. Is she coming back, or is this the end of the road?
How far does a goodbye go?
Hey y'all, this is Casey Johns, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Patsy Cline and Willie, Merle and Johnny Cash, stack of CDs sliding around that F-150 dash, riding downtown singing out loud to an old school country song. Back at home he'd pick the chords and I try to strum along. I try to strum along, sing. Till the sun went down, he had the best seat in the house. Heaven only knows. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now, when he had the best seat in the house. Gatlinburg to Dallas, Green Bay to Cocoa Beach. He called me up before each show and say, sing a song for me. So I'll never leave out Loveless, wherever this road leads. And I won't forget the courthouse square underneath that old oak tree. He was singing along with me, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Bringing the band back to my hometown. He had the best seat in the house. Heaven only knows. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now, when he had the best seat in the house. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now. The front porch begging till the sun went down, bringing the band back to my best seat in the house.
And Grills. She is amazing. It was sure fun getting to meet her after playing her music for quite some time, and she just keeps getting better and better as well. Casey Johns, I asked her what KC stood for because, as folks are finding out over here, I'm wearing a KC shirt for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm a huge Chiefs fan, but she actually became KC Johns because of KC and the Sunshine Band. So there's a cool little behind-the-scenes story, and we've done several interviews, and you can check out all of my previous interviews at the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. I'm going to have the second radio interview of the night. My good friend Chad Rivette from Canada is going to be here after one more song. Nick Taylor, it is Tayler. Nick Taylor music and One Bar Stool right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
And all the whiskey out down doesn't chase them away. And all them images keep coming back to stay. All the things I wish I would have done or said swirl like heavy smoke inside my head. Should get up, go home while I can walk, but I'll be here till bartender's last call. Hell, this naughty proof ain't cutting it like it should. Marlboro's ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds
holds me all night through while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. Darling, I still smell your perfume from last New Year's Eve. Your head on my shoulder, my heart on my sleeve. You grabbed my head, said, let's run with the wind. Escape these four walls when the dance lines grow dim. That slick dark street took a turn I can't erase. Worn out tires on my dad's 83 left no trace. Hell, this 90 proof ain't cutting it like it should. Marlboro's ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. Pocket full of heartbreak, two hands on the wind. Keep seeing your last glance, still can't believe it's real. Hell, this 90 proof ain't cutting it like it should. Marlboro's ain't replacing the red lip taste of you. And I'd do anything, turn back the clock if I could. Your memory still holds me all night through while the band keeps singing our favorite lines. One bar stool at a time. One bar stool at a time.
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight. The next three songs we're going to play, you get to hear the stories behind them from my good friend Chad Rivette. How are you, my friend?
Good. Yourself?
I'm doing fantastic, man. It's great to talk to you again. We've done a couple of these in the past, and always fun catching up with you, and your music is fantastic.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're fresh off of attending the ISSA Awards in Atlanta, and you had a great time. You got to be a judge this year.
Yeah, a judge and a presenter. I presented the Male Artist of the Year, Bronze, Gold, and Silver. So it's really, really fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a fun thing playing dress up and walking the red carpet, isn't it?
Well, it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing to be in a room full of that many amazing artists and talent.
Yeah, that was the next thing I was going to say, is making those connections and getting to actually meet those other artists and, maybe break bread in an event. You know, they had a cool looking after party and things like that. And you actually went a couple of hours away from Atlanta and got to write some songs even and stuff. That's fun. That's fun.
I did. I met, like, we call each other family now. Like, we just, sometimes when you just meet somebody and you click, well, that's what happened with my wife and I and Riley Nicholson and his girlfriend Willow. That same thing happened. We just hit it off, and then went back to his place on the Sunday after the award show, and then he had a couple ideas and wanted to pitch a couple songs to me, and then I got involved in those songs with him writing, and now we're co-writers, all three of us, and we have some really, really banging stuff coming out.
That's
really,
awesome.
Really excited to share it with you.
I've known Riley Nicholson and been friends with him for a while. He's a talented young man, and there is a lot of untapped talent out there. I say this all the time that I don't even know about yet. So that is awesome. It's out there, my friend, and you're one of those. And speaking of family, you were actually born into a musical family. Your dad played. His name's Frank.
Yep. You played for, over 40 years, 45 years. I still take him out with me. I do a lot of retirement home gigs, and I do probably around 5, I would say, a month. And I try to do more, but I take my dad out with me just because he doesn't play anymore. My dad's retired and taking it easy and enjoying his old age, and so I like to take him out and get him on that mic because he's so talented, and that's where I got my passion from, is watching him. So it's nice to still have that at 74 years old, right?
Wow. Awesome, Dad. And he's just one of your musical influences. Another group that hasn't retired yet. They've been going for about 50 years is Alabama. And then, of course, we lost the great Johnny Cash a few years ago. But, yeah, those are a couple of awesome influences, too.
There's so much good talent over there. Yeah, I love it. Every day you hear something, and you're like, oh, that just influences something for another song. And like I liked, back in the day, I used to love Diamond Rio and Alabama and just all the old classics, right?
Right. Yep, and I did too, you know, so much so that I have a classic country radio station that plays around the clock, that kind of stuff 24/7. And there's no commercials. It's commercial free. I don't like commercials. I've done commercials and I don't like them being in radio. So we try to keep it commercial free, and there's just a few radio liners. My voice is on there, and some of my other friends in radio lent their voice to it. But yeah, I got some great music on there. So, you know, and those are great influences for what we hear on the radio today. But you are one of those artists that have that traditional country music roots and that kind of a sound. And that's what I love hearing on the radio. And thanks for keeping that alive, man.
No, thank you. I appreciate that.
You started actually performing. Your very first performance was a little while ago. It was back when you were 14. A George Strait classic called "The Chair" was your very first live performance. How about that?
Yeah, my very first one.
That's pretty cool. That song just tells a really cool story, doesn't it?
Yeah, I see a lot of artists actually today. Like I scroll TikTok and stuff like that, and a lot of them are actually covering that song lately. In the last couple of weeks, I've heard a lot of artists covering "The Chair," which is kind of, I love that.
You know, I don't know if that's one of George Strait's number ones, but he had 60 number one hits. And I've said this, if I were to just try to squeeze 60 number one songs in a 3-hour show, I couldn't do it just on his number ones alone.
That's crazy,
Isn't it?
One day.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll have to live till I'm 90-some, but I'm prepared.
Okay. Awesome. It says in 2023 you took a big leap of faith and started writing your own music. So, yeah, that, you know, and people tell me that, you know, I wasn't good at first and all of that kind of stuff, but you start honing your craft, don't you? And I bet you've gotten really good. In fact, the songs that we're going to play tonight are really good.
Yeah, I tried it when I was younger, and then I had children, and then I was playing, back then for 17 years, I was doing 9 shows a week. I was doing 7 days a week, plus 2 matinees on the weekend. And I tried writing, but it just never, the universe aligns things for you. That's the way I felt when that happened, because when I decided I was going to write, well, then the stars just aligned for me, and the lyrics started flowing in, and my kids were growing up, and I had the time to sit down and try to craft that art, like master that art. And, I've been loving it.
You know, that's exactly how things happen. If you stay in this thing long enough and you don't give up, I hear so many people, and I just interviewed somebody right before you called me earlier that said that too. They give up on music every day in their mind, but you don't ever give up on your dream of doing music or that passion, because the stars will align eventually. And then you'll look back 10 years from now and you'll be going, how did that even happen, you know?
Exactly, 100%. Yeah. I do that now. Like I just started writing, and I said to myself, like, my first thing I want to do is write my first song about my mom. I wanted that one to one day just hit that big stage, and that's the one I won the award for in 2024 at the ISA International Entertainer of the Year, was for Fallback. And then after I won that award, I told my wife, I said, my next goal is to get on that Grand Ole Opry stage. I know it's a big leap, trust me, like those are the greats that got there, but something in my mind just told me one day I'm going to have that opportunity. Well, that opportunity is coming true on November 2nd at the Josie Awards. I get to be at the Grand Ole Opry.
There you go, my friend. And I've said that too. Whether you get to do it at that venue, you know, for the Josie Awards, you're still standing in that circle that's got so much history, that so many big names in country music have stood on. Even accepting an award or getting to give one out, that's going to be awesome.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. I can't wait.
Yep.
That's my childhood dream, just to stand on that stage when I was 6 years old. I told my dad this.
Right. You know,
I've been becoming true at 46.
There you go.
Amazing.
Age is just a number, man. Talent's talent. You've got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, I've been doing a lot of research on the Grand Ole Opry, and the reason that it has a barn background is because it started out as a barn dance. And then this insurance company sponsored it, and then WSM Radio came along, and they started playing the barn dance and interviewing people on their radio program, and it just took off from there. The crowds got so big, they started charging $0.25 to try to calm them down. Well, that didn't work, so they ended up building the 2,400-seat Ryman Auditorium, and as they say, the rest is history. And we just watched the rerun of it last night on NBC, but they just recently celebrated the 100-year anniversary of the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, that's amazing.
From starting out as a barn dance, who would have ever thought that would be that successful, huh?
You know, like you say, when the stars align, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, you just never know.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Yep. And people have performed at a lot of different venues, you know, the small venues, the big venues all over the country, and you stay really busy. You told me you got a bunch of gigs this week and this weekend, so that's great to see. But, you know, just getting the music out there and watching people in those big or small crowds and how it resonates, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
100%.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if you're playing for 10 people in the crowd. Doesn't matter if you're playing for 100, 200, 300, 1,000. You give it your all, and you play like you're playing for 10,000 people. Right.
Absolutely. And you get to tell the stories that resonate with you, stories about your life and stories about just country music in general. And speaking of that, it tells the best stories, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it really does. You know,
John, what I learned in my life was that after 34 years of playing, when I tried to write when I was younger, it didn't happen, and it happened back in 2023. It just, you have to live those experiences. That's in my case anyway. Those are my stories, right?
Right. And Johnny Cash being one of your musical influences, now he wrote a pretty cool fictional song talking about a boy named Sue, which I have playing on my classic country station. He actually cut his dad's ear off in a bar fight and stuff like that, you know, so that just, it's a funny song because they did it live and you got to hear the audience reaction to it and how funny it was too.
Yeah. That's great. History in the making.
Even though you can tell something like that about a fictional character. Where do you think you got that songwriting talent from? Was that something that you always wanted to do or what?
Yeah, it's always something I wanted to do. Like I always wanted to, ever since I was a child, to be a country music singer and be on the Grand Ole Opry stage and tour and write my own stuff, or if I couldn't write, sing somebody else's. And even though I do write, like I'm still willing to, when you were mentioning to me something that you have in the making, I'd be interested in stuff like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely. And boy, speaking of something in the making, you're always coming up with great songs, and I look forward to our next interview already. And we've talked several times, man. Some interviews I've done 6-7 times with the same artist, so.
I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. You've got a funny play on words for this first song. It's called Poor Decisions, but it's P-O-U-R. Poor Decisions. Tell us about this one.
Well, this one's just a funny song, like pouring your decisions out with alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And guy goes to the bar and takes a girl home and then goes back the next night and ends up, a guy at the bar smiling at him ends up being the girl's husband. It's stories that I've seen in the bar, right? I've witnessed stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like I could write a book, but it would probably get me in trouble.
Yeah, there you go. You've played a few of those honky-tonks and bars in the day, and probably still are.
Oh, yes. I played bars with sawdust on the floor.
Yep. You know, I had a gentleman write a song about that, you know. It was something about that, you know, how you two-step over the sawdust, you know.
Absolutely. The sawdust on the floor to soak up the blood, right?
Yeah, right. The blood and the alcohol. I love it. Well, we're going to play that song Poor Decisions, then we'll come back and talk about another song called Wasted. His name is Chad Rivette. He's live with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Wanting some southern comfort, state I got you me. The lady at the bar, making pretty eyes at me. I got a half a mind to keep minded mind till he pours another shot for me. Making poor decisions depends on what I'm drinking. If Absolute makes her cute, then I've got a proposition. 'Cause we ain't none the wiser. Our clothes are all over the floor. If I'm one at a time, my head won't be fine. She ain't so cute no more. Think I learned my lesson. Tonight I'm drinking gin. This old Jim Beam, he gets the best of me. Jack, he ain't my friend. I met at the end of the bar, making eyes at me. Turns out the girl last night was his wife. Now he's got a shot for me. Making poor decisions depends on what I'm drinking. I'm a big talker, drink Johnny Walker, so I gave him a proposition. I was none the wiser, and now I'm laid out on the floor. It's almost closing time, I don't feel fine, 'cause I just had one more. Decisions depends on what I'm drinking. 'Cause I'm a big talker, drink a Johnny Walker, so I gave him a proposition. I was none the wiser. Now I'm laid out on this floor. It's almost closing time. I feel fine, 'cause I just had one more. It's almost closing time. I feel fine, 'cause I just had one more.
His name is Chad Rivette. That song is called Poor Decisions, his latest single out to radio. Man, that was one of the best decisions I ever made to play that song, brother.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks for sending it to me. I appreciate it. Your music is always fantastic. You know, there's just some artists that when I see them pop up in my email with a new song, I'm excited to hear that song, and I know in 30 seconds or not you're going to be on. And definitely, you've made the cut every time.
I appreciate you playing it.
Yeah.
Truly, truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Can you imagine the artists that they listen to and the music to do one of those award shows like the ISSA or the Josies? It's really big, independent awards and stuff like that. I mean, it's just, I get tons of it in my email just doing this radio show. I couldn't imagine, judging and giving away awards like you guys are doing for that.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine going through it, even being a judge, listening to everybody's songs, and it's hours upon hours upon hours, and they do so much more than that, right? They planning this, planning that, doing this. It's like it's incredible what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. And being up there in Ontario and Canada in general, where you're at, you guys got a lot of talent just up in that area.
Oh, there's so much untapped talent in this city. It's absolutely crazy.
Yep, I'm
friends with a lot of musicians here, and I've played with a lot of them and continue to play. And have some upcoming shows, playing with ones I haven't played with before, and they're absolutely amazing. Yeah. And on top of playing live and doing bands and acoustic stuff, I also run 2 nights a week. I run karaoke in this town too, that I've been doing for the last 22 years. I've been doing karaoke shows for 34 years, but the last 22 years living here, and the amount of people that I get to see come up just doing karaoke, it's insane, the talent in this town.
Yeah. Well, and you've done a couple of duets with a mutual friend of mine, Natalie Crispo, and you guys are great together. And so, I'm sure you're open to doing more of that with other artists as well.
Oh, yeah. I do it with Natalie Crispo, Renee Frappier.
Yeah.
I write with Jordan Malone. Now, like I said, I'm writing with, and I write with my buddy back home. We're brothers there, Robbie Watson. I started doing some stuff with Ben Japhonic, with Trent Chandler. Riley Nicholson, Willow. Like, it's just, I love doing it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I love watching that happen, and it's really been happening this year, is these artists are coming into my lives, and I'm on TikTok, and I'm on my Facebook account, and YouTube, all at the same time, and all of these chat rooms are just blowing up, and artists are like, wow, I love her, I love that voice, I love that song, I love that writing style, I want to do something with them, you know, and that's what's happening now this year more than ever, is those collaborations are happening, and that is sure great to see.
Oh, I love it. And you know what? It doesn't happen enough. Like, if you really look back at all the music that's released, thousands of songs a year, there's not a lot of duets released.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and that's why we grew up listening to radio, and that's what really resonated with me. I mean, wanting to be a broadcaster, I'm listening for the announcer voice too, and how they do their job and their thing, and you know, showcase their personality. But radio's always been about music, you know, one song after another, better than the next one, you know, is when you push play and when I do it on the radio, and that's the way we try to program it, you know, and your music in the mix has always been fantastic.
Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You know, that's really what makes the station sound good and resonate with people. It's about the music, isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Music's a beautiful thing.
Well, keep doing your thing, man. We appreciate it, and I appreciate the time tonight. Let's talk about another great song, though, you've got called Wasted, and then Not to Me for the third one.
Yeah, Wasted is actually, you got the first one that's putting it out, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I had Music Mafia Radio play that for me. I went #1 on all 3 charts with that song, but I'm releasing it to all platforms next week, so people will be able to listen to it on your radio station and download it and all that stuff next week when it's released.
That is awesome. Well, I'm on 3 reporting charts now, so every time I do a radio show, I take that playlist and we chart with it too, and so we'll put that out for you. And then with one push of the button, since we've talked the last time, I've picked up a few more stations taking the Tim Kelly Show. Boone Country up there in Canada is one of them, but we're going to put you on 12 other stations besides mine tonight.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, so we'll definitely get the music out there. If folks want to find out more about Chad Rivette, though, after this interview, where can they find you on social media?
On Facebook. I just opened a Chad Rivette account. So right now I think I have 2 friends there. I just started opening it, and that's going to be my music page. I do have a personal Facebook account, but I've learned that a lot of crazies, a lot of butterflies. So I don't do that one. So, but you can go on chadrivette.com. You can go on. There's all my links on that one. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. All that. I try to follow it as much as I can.
Yep.
I'm not really good social media, or I don't have the patience for it. So I think I'm going to hire somebody to do all my social media for me.
Boy, I think you and me both. I tell you what.
Yeah, it's just so time consuming, and there's honestly not enough hours in the day. Like, I would never get sleep, right?
Yep.
By the time I'm working and writing and in the studio. But, yeah. No.
Well, I'll tell you what, you may only have 2 people on your Facebook page now. It might be me and Natalie Crispo. I'm not sure who those 2 people are, but we'll definitely get people to like and follow you over there and blow that up for you, and we'll see if we can't get some more crazies over there for you, huh?
Thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, they got a new term in country music now. It's called buckle bunnies, too. There's those.
Buckle bunnies. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. They're writing songs about them now, too. So that's awesome. Well, man, thanks for doing another great radio interview tonight. It has been a pleasure. And keep doing your thing. And I hope you just keep staying busy as you can be. And we'll be listening. That is for sure.
Thank you so much. And I really hope you guys enjoy the new Wasted. That's my producer and best friend, brother. He wrote the lyrics to that one and blessed me in letting me record it. So I really hope you guys enjoy it.
That is awesome. Wasted, and Not on Me, going to kick off the top of the next hour of the Tim Kelly Show with Chad Rivette on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I was told to turn around and leave it all behind from the beginning. A voice of reason told me that I should just walk away. My heart wouldn't listen. Love at the start, but it soon fell apart. Wasted all of those years I stood beside you. Wasted all of those tears that you lied through. Think about the life I could have had if I hadn't had you. Look back at all of those years wasted, wasted on you. Think that after all these years of hell you put me through, I would have left you. I tried my very best to find some kind of happiness, 'cause I thought I loved you. It's falling apart, but still I gave you my heart. Wasted all of those years I stood beside you. Wasted all of those tears that you lied through. Think about the life I could have had if I hadn't had you. Look back at all of those years wasted, wasted on you. I still think about those years that are gone. When I laid next to you, I'm sleeping alone. I guess this crazy road that I'm on finally led me back to where I belong. Now we're back at the start. True love found my heart, but I wasted all of those years I stood beside you. Wasted all of those tears that you lied through. Think about the life I could have had if I hadn't had you. Look back at all of those years wasted, wasted on you. Wasted, wasted on you.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Picture of our honeymoon underneath that harvest moon's now in pieces. Words were said I can't recall. Whole night's a blur from the alcohol. Wish I could put this cap back on. Now I've gone too far, drank too fast, trying to drown out a memory. Filling up this glass, my mind's made up. She's already gone, it's just me in this empty house. Far too long. To her, our life is just a memory, but not to me. Been 2 years since we said I do. Still have that photograph of our honeymoon. Every once in a while, take it out when I'm missing you. Wish I could put this cap back on. Now I've gone too far, drank too fast, trying to drown out a memory. Filling up this glass, mind's made up. She's already gone, just me in this empty house. Far too long. Her, our life's just a memory. Too far, drank too fast, trying to drown out her memory. Filling up this glass, mind's made up. It's already gone, just me in this empty house. Far too long. Her, our life's just a memory. Her, our life is just a mystery. Not to me. Not to me.
He is my good friend from Canada. His name is Chad Ravette. He just started a brand new music page on Facebook. Go check it out. Give it a like and a follow, and I'll be inviting all my friends to like and follow it for sure. Chad Ravette. He is fantastic, and he's got some great videos to his songs on YouTube. You can go check out those as well. Thank you, my friend, for a great radio interview tonight. And after the live show is over, in less than an hour now, we've got in hour number 3, you can check out all of the interviews in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I am live on Facebook. I'm live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air, and live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. Come into the chat room, say hello to us, tell us where you're listening from. We would love to meet you, and I'm getting lots of taps on that screen over here on TikTok, and I love that. You guys liking and loving the show. That means a lot. Makes the lives real popular, and lots more people get exposed to what I call new country's best, and these artists that make that new country music. This next artist making his debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday, Kevin DeFeo. It is DEFEO. This is called Kiss My Cash. What's this about? On KICR Indie Country Radio, new country's best on New Music Friday.
never gave a damn that I worked for the man to buy you food and pay for our home. Our vows you defiled while I cared for our child. Seems all you ever wanted to do was roam. Well, I struggled to make ends meet. All you did was go and cheat. But looking back, I'm glad you went astray. 'Cause happiness I found the second time around. My wallet is much fatter today. You wrecked our home when you turned your back on our family. You ran around on me, you piece of trash. Why don't you put your mouth where my money is? And while you're there, you can kiss my cash. How many kids have you had since you treated me so bad? Seems no one wants to keep you as a wife. It seems justice has been served. You got what you deserve. While you've ruined yours, I have a real good life. You wrecked our home when you turned your back on our family. You ran around on me, you piece of trash. Why don't you put your mouth where my money is? And while you're there, you can kiss my cash. Turn your back on our family. You ran around on me, you piece of trash. Why don't you put your mouth where my money is? And while you're there, you can kiss my cash. Why don't you put your mouth where my money is? While you're there, you can kiss my cash. While you're there, you can kiss my cash.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
These hometown boys just like me too much, and I've had enough. They say that they like my outfit, or they like my smile, or they like my touch.
I think I like you, but maybe I don't. If I do, I won't admit it.
And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for. I know how your hometown boys can be. And it's not that you're not just a little bit cute, but if I said I liked you, it might just be the truth. And I can't tell you. These hometown girls just like me too much, and I've had enough.
She says that she likes my truck, or she likes my hair, or she likes my touch.
I think I like you, but maybe I don't. If I do, I won't admit it. And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just
And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for.
I know how your hometown people can be. And it's not that you're not just a little bit cute, but if I said I liked you, it might just be the truth. And I can't tell you.
She is my good friend Trisha Marie. She is from the state of Michigan, and what a great duet that is with her brother. It is called Hometown People, one of my favorite songs here I've been playing lately on the radio. Trisha Marie is where you can find her on social media. Well, if you love a great duet, you're going to love these next group. Caleb and Taryn, they are awesome. They make up Roses and Weeds. They were recently on my show. You can check out that interview in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. Their song is called Leave Your Lovin' On, from Roses and Weeds on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Turn down the lights in this room. Baby, come and kiss me. We got nothing to lose. Reckless desire builds up the fire. Hard and strong, we're all alone. Turn off your phone. Leave your loving on.
The touch of your hand on my skin burns like an ember from deep within. I've got the urge to quench my thirst and my soul. The troubles you hold, just let them fall, but leave your loving on. I think it's time your heart and mine tear down these walls we hide behind.
Baby, let's go back
When you first kissed me like that,
we made love all night long.
just close your eyes, lay right there. Surrender to these tender moments that we share.
Listen to my song, ain't nothing wrong when you leave your loving on. Right where we belong, ambition's gone.
Nothing but loving on.
This is Kyle Garrett, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's Best.
I was raised in Pinellas Park where the grass grows tall. Moved out to Newport Richie where the bonfire calls. Got my boots in the dirt and my hands on the tools. I'm a hard-working man following the good Lord's rules. At the
VFW, I'm up on stage singing George Strait, feeling like I'm home on the range with my cowboy hat on and my heart full of pride. I'm a red, white, and blue man standing tall on the side. I'm a good old boy with a song to sing, a little bit of country in everything, with a bonfire burning and the stars up high. You'll find me working, but I'll still reach the sky. Got my chickens in the yard and a hammer in my hand. I'm fixing up this life the best I can. I'll make it big, but I'll never leave, 'cause the red, white, and blue is all I need. Every day's a project, there's always something new. From the porch to the fence, I'm seeing it through. But when the sun goes down and the fire gets bright, I pick up my guitar and sing into the night. It's the life I love with the ones I care for, family around and the freedom I adore. Might not be fancy, but I got all I need, just me and this dream, letting it lead. I'm a good old boy with a song to sing, a little bit of country in everything, with a bonfire burning and the stars up high. You'll find me working, but I'll still reach the sky. Got my chickens in the yard and a hammer in my hand. I'm fixing up this life the best I can. I'll make it big, but I'll never leave, 'cause the red, white, and blue is all I need. Every note I sing takes me a little higher, but I'll always come back to this bonfire. With the flag flying proud and my heart set true, I'm living the dream in red, white, and blue. I'm a good old boy with a song to sing, a little bit of country in everything, with a bonfire burning and the stars up high. You'll find me working, but I'll still reach the sky. Got my chickens in the yard and a hammer in my hand. I'm fixing up this life the best I can. I'll make it big, but I'll never leave, 'cause the red, white, and blue is all I need. Yeah, the red, white, and blue, that's all I need. Just a good old boy living wild and free. Free.
His name is Rocky Boven. He is from the Sunshine State in Florida, and we just did a great radio interview a couple of days ago on an Indie Wednesday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. His latest single out to radio there, Bonfire and Boots. You want to hear the story behind that song? Go check out the interview in the archives at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. This next artist has a brand new single out to radio. I'm going to play it tonight for the first time. Her name is Callie Tucker. C-A-L-I. There you go, Callie Tucker. She happens to be the niece of Miss Tanya Tucker. How about that? Last name is what the title of the song is, from Callie Tucker on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
You couldn't bear to see me standing on my own. If you thought that I would give up, you wrong. Who the lights in your eyes are making you blind, so you turned your back on me every time. Don't worry, I can make it alone. If you're so afraid of what I can do, but I wouldn't stick around if I were you, 'cause I'm about to change the game and forget we share the same last name. No, you can't press rewind, go back in time. Be there when I really needed you. I give the credit where it's due, and none of it'll go to you. I know you only wanna see me standing in your shadow, and you never say you love me, so I never know. Oh, but that one's on me because I assumed, and that made an ass of me and of you. Don't worry, I can take it on my road. If you're so afraid of but to clap when I win. Success will be my revenge. If you're so afraid of what I can do, I wouldn't stick around if I were you. 'Cause I'm about to change the game. And forget we share the same. Well, I said, no, you can't press away. Go back in time. Be there when I really did it good. I'll get the credit for everything. And I'll be the gold to you. Aren't you proud to share my last name? Aren't you proud to share my last name? Last name. Proud to share my last name. Proud to share my last name.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
All these women walking around with big old diamond rings. They got me wondering if I'll ever taste all the finer things. Like an SUV and a wife, a day job, not this nightlife. But until then, I'm living for whatever tonight's gonna bring. Speaking of, I bet that ties night ain't all it's cracked up to be. There's a lot of married men out there wishing they were me. But for all of those that do, fellas, I've got a deal for you. And we can live our lives through each other vicariously. So when you wake up and drive till you're 9 to 5, I'll sleep in, maybe make a tea time. And as you spend your day slaving away, just remember our deal, it's all about the give and take. And as you lie in bed with a book in your hand and a cup of chamomile tea, I'll drink a beer for you, kiss your wife goodnight for me. Yeah, the joint is jumping, the dance floor's a sight to see. So why in the hell would you be home or watching TV? Boys, keep doing what you do. I'll keep on rocking, this crowd will too. And we can live our lives through each other like we do. Yeah, we all want what we ain't got, but we can't be what we're not. So let's raise a toast and make the most of this chance that we've got. Because we can't be what we're not. So when you wake up and drive till you're 9 to 5, I'll sleep in, maybe make the tea time. And as you spend your day slaving away, just remember our deal, it's all about the give and take. So I'ma take my boat to the lake, and when you lie in bed with a book in your hand and a cup of chamomile tea, I'll drink a beer for you, kiss your wife goodnight for me. Yeah, here's to you and living vicariously.
His name is Aaron Cantor, Kantor. Aaron Cantor Music is where you can find him on social media. That is one of those one-word songs that I get landed in my email, and I never know how good it's going to be or what it's going to be about until I push play on it. It is fantastic. Vicariously, Aaron Cantor. Go get that one. It is awesome. This next song is awesome as well. One great song after another. That's how we worked it tonight on New Music Friday, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Wes Ryan. He is from the state of Texas. He's hanging out with us right now over on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Come in and say hello to him. This is called Seems Like on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Seems like I lean in and you turn your head away. Seems like you're here in the night but gone by day. Seems like you've been chasing something I can't see, and I'm just standing here wondering why it isn't me. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Keep smiling for the sake of the crowd. Seems like we turn the TV up to drown the sound. Seems like we're side by side but miles away, and I keep wondering if there's anything left to say. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Coming apart at the seams. Seems like.
This is Kayla McGee, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
To everyone around, it looks like we're not saying anything at all.
while the music is playing soft and low. But they don't know she's talking with her eyes, telling me that I am everything she's hoped for and wanted in her life. She's talking to my heart, telling me that she is never gonna break it and never gonna leave. I know I'm a lucky guy when she's talking with her eyes. I don't get insecure when other men are staring at this beauty in my arms, 'cause I know that dress she's wearing is all for me. No, they can't see she's talking with her eyes, telling me that I am everything she's hoped for and wanted in her life. She's talking to my heart, telling me that she is never gonna break it and never gonna leave. Yeah, I know I'm a lucky guy when she's talking with her eyes. She's talking with her eyes, telling me that I am everything she's hoped for and wanted in her life. She's talking to my heart and telling me that she is never gonna break it and never gonna leave. Yeah, I know I'm a lucky guy when she's talking with her eyes. She's talking with her eyes.
Hey y'all, this is Ashley Ewing, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
She was barely 18, she barely had a dream, with a pocket full of change and a rundown beater, going nowhere fast. Feeling like a black sheep trapped with the herd, a finger in the air trying to get the last word. Demons in her path. She's like a freight train running in the dark with a burned out spark and no end in sight, trying to stay on track. Full steam ahead with so much inside, a load of damaged goods and no destination, a little smoke and a stare. She's like a freight train. She's like a freight train. Visions of a life with a happy ending, money in her pocket and a loving family dancing in her mind. Two tracks to choose from, you win some, you lose some. Which one will she take? In one she breaks, in one she learns to fly. She's like a freight train running in the dark with a burned out spark and no end in sight, trying
She's my good friend Kay Harper. Kay Harper Music. If you want to check her out on social media, that is a hit song right there called Freight Train and Kay Harper. Before that song, making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday, Sean Poole. It is S-E-A-N, and Poole has an E on the end of it, and Buckin' Crazy is the name of his band, and Crazy has a K. It begins with a K. She's Talking With Her Eyes, and that song was written by Paul Overstreet and the great Rory Feek. Man, that's some good stuff right here tonight on this New Music Friday. Let's keep it going. This next artist will soon be a special guest in a great radio interview with yours truly on the Tim Kelly Show. His name is Ansel Brown. This is called We Make America Run on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
We're running them roads in 18-wheelers, Green Bay Packers, Pittsburgh Steelers. We ain't afraid of doing a little hard work. Yeah, we're the East Kentucky Coal Miners, the Detroit City Assembly Liners. We're the flashing lights that get there first. Working for the man and working for a dollar. Dirt on our hands and blue on our collars. Sweating for a living out in that red hot sun. Planting that seed and swinging that hammer. Land of the free and the John Deere tractor up with the sun. Out there getting it done. Yeah, we make America run. Yeah, we're the hard hats running them dozers. We're the teachers, we're the soldiers, thanking God for every prayer you pray. We're from every map dot in every state. You can see us right there on your dinner plate. We're the ones that punch that time clock every day. Every day. Working for the man and working for a dollar. Dirt on our hands and blue on our collars. Sweating for a living out in that red hot sun. Planting that seed and swinging that hammer. Land of the free and the John Deere tractor up with the sun. Out there getting it done. Yeah, we make America run. We make America run. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Out in them fields, out in that dust. If you're looking for real, just look at us. Working for the man and working for a dollar. Dirt on our hands and blue on our collars. Sweating for a living out in that red hot sun. Planting that seed and swinging that hammer. Land of the free and the John Deere tractor up with the sun. Out there getting it done. No, there ain't no doubt about it. We're the ones that we make America run. We make America run. We make America run. That's right.
You are listening to The Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
City lights are shining like diamonds, coming from the south fast and low. Big jet engine screaming like 10,000 horses. Another town, another show. I don't talk about the women that I've known from time to time. You know I just can't be alone. You know there's no one waiting for me anywhere that I love like I love the one at home. I love the one at home. So you wanna be a cowboy singer. It can make you rich or make you poor. Just turn it loose and let it out and hook 'em down the road. There's always room for one more. There's always room for one more. When I look into the mirror, I can see I've been crazy now and then. The lines on my face, they won't tell you where I'm going, but they sure as hell can tell you where I've been. So you want to be a cowboy singer, pick them old guitars every night. So if you're ever down around Corpus Christi, Texas, be sure and tell them all I said hi. Tell them me and the Wailers said hi.
Listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
The bar lights flicker like a firefly dance. My heart's doing laps, but it don't stand a chance. Your face gets clearer with every glass I drain. Maybe it's the tequila messing with my brain. The more I drink tequila, the better you start to look. You were blurry at first, but now I'm hooked. Is it love or just lime and salt in the mix? The more I drink tequila, the less I need to fix. That laugh of yours, it sounds like a song. Or maybe the jukebox has been playing too long. Your eyes like pools deep and wide. Or is that just a bottle playing tricks on my mind? One more shot. The world's on fire. My standards drop, but my heart's inspired. The more I drink tequila, the better you start to look. You were a shadow, now you're an open book. Is it the agave, or is this fate? The more I drink tequila, the less I hesitate. Your laugh cuts through the smoky air. Suddenly I'm lost in the gold of your hair. I swear I heard you call my name. Or maybe it's the tequila playing games. The room's a carousel spinning slow. Your smile's the only thing I know. This might be reckless, might be insane, but pour me another, I'll take the blame.
country.
Like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
Cook me up some barbecue. Gonna cook it up sweet like you. Gonna stove me up some red hot coals. Baby, loving you, it never grows old. Well, there ain't nothing that I'd rather do than to kiss you on your face and eat some barbecue. Oh, yeah. We'll turn it over, let it cook real slow. Baby, you always keep me on my toes. Yeah, the juice sizzle as it hits my flame. Baby, you're tearing me out of my frame. Well, there ain't nothing that I'd rather do than to kiss you on your face and eat some barbecue. Oh, yeah. Dress you up and I'll dress it down. I make the best barbecue in town. Hot and spicy where you taste so good. Your pig's always better when it's smoked with my wood. Well, there ain't nothing that I'd rather do than to kiss you on your face and eat some barbecue. Oh, yeah.
Bobby Hunt, that is called the Barbecue Song, and I tell you what, I thank you for tailgating with me tonight for the last 3 hours on the Tim Kelly Show. It has been fun on this New Music Friday. Jesse Cole James before that, The More I Drink Tequila, and Billy Payne before that. A little mini marathon of songs there, and we got them in all tonight on this New Music Friday. Thank you for joining me on New Music Friday. That's going to do it for this week's edition of the show, and I appreciate the time and you guys being awesome over here. Lots of love on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you for being here tonight. I do appreciate it, and I know the artists appreciate you hearing their songs as well. And I want to thank the special guest I had on my show tonight, Taylor Joe, and my good friend Chad Rivette in the interviews as well. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
Put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. Taking back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song,
I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. Oh, I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of